Hey friends, Nina here. If you've been following me on social media over the last 12-14 months, you've become acquainted with my quarantinis. And today I'm making something just for you called a fancy whiskey. This recipe comes to us from the Spruce Eats website, and it's a whiskey drink and one of my favorites. This drink, which is basically whiskey's answer to the classic martini, is made with 3 ingredients, and they're ingredients that you likely have at home even if you're not a big drinker or don't have a really expansive bar set up. It calls for whiskey, and normally I would go with this, which as you can tell is one of my favorites, but we were just in Tennessee and went to the Old Forge Distillery and picked this up, so I thought I'd give it a try in today's cocktail. The recipe also calls for some superfine sugar. If you don't have superfine sugar in your pantry, you can take regular sugar and put it in a food processor and it'll make it superfine. The recipe also calls for triple sec, which I don't happen to have any of right now, so I'm using Cointreau, which is a relatively expensive substitute, but it's also an orange liqueur. And finally, the recipe is topped off with bitters. I really like orange, so I have a bottle of orange bitters and that's what I'll be using. And then finally, the drink is finished with an orange twist. All right, we start with half an ounce of Cointreau or triple sec. I'm gonna pour that into our shaker. We need half a teaspoon of superfine sugar. I'm just gonna eyeball this. That looks about right. And then 2 ounces of blended whiskey. We've picked our Old Forge. Lots of whiskey. Keeping with the citrus theme of this drink, I've got a little orange bitters. It's the last thing that goes into your cocktail shaker. Now that we have all of our liquids and the superfine sugar in our mixer, I'm going to top that off with some ice. Usually I would just use my hands, but I'm trying to be a little more polished for this. Okay. Make sure your lid's on good. Give it a good shake. This is, after all, whiskey's answer to the classic martini, so you get to have it in a beautiful martini glass. We're going to finish this off with a twist of orange. And you literally want to twist this over your drink to express some of the orange oils. Cheers. I love a good whiskey drink. I hope you're done taking pictures because I want to finish my drink.
Walk away.
Okay, we finished this with a twist of orange.